Divorce Dad Diaries, day 32. It is Sunday and I feel like a pie. So I woke up earlier than I would normally on a Sunday and decided let's go for a quick walk to see if I can find a bakery. However, nothing is actually open at 9 a.m. in Oamaru, bar this little bakery down in the Victoria corner. Called Harbourside Bakery, I think it was. However, when I got there, their pies still weren't ready, so I ended up popping over to Casamere, picking up a nice warm coffee, then going back, getting a pie, and decided it was cold enough that I'm going to go and sit in my car and eat it there. And honestly, the size of this pie, like for $7.50, it was pretty impressive. But then I decided that maybe I should eat it outside the car so I don't make a mess in the cold anyway. Oh, that was phenomenal. The pastry was so soft and buttery and airy. The cheese had a cheese pool in it, which might just be because the pies were so fresh, but I don't know if I've ever had a pie where the cheese wasn't like a sauce, it was like an actual melted cheese. Filling was good, nothing to write home about, but combined with the pastry and the cheese and the fact that it was only $7.50 and it was a giant pie, I have to recommend Harbourside Bakery. It's an easy recommend. So by the time my pie adventure was all done, it was about 10 a.m, which meant that the Steampunk Museum headquarters, that's it, Steampunk HQ was open. So I popped over to there, and that was a really interesting journey into the sci-fi wacky world of steampunk. Lots of really cool art pieces, actually. But the part that impressed me the most was this portal room, which was quite funny because it had very clear instructions out as to how to use it, and I watched 4 groups of people fail to follow the instructions, but the camera just doesn't do it justice. It was really trippy. And all of that for only $15. But once that was all done, it was back home with a quick stop halfway home for petrol. And when I got back home, I realised I still have a few things I need to do. So I popped over to Toy World because I still need to do some more birthday shopping for my girl next week. She really wants dinos, but I have a hard time buying her dinos because she has like 3 dozen dinos already. But in the end, I knew she'd be disappointed if I didn't get her anything. So I got her this really goofy looking T-Rex just because of how goofy it was. As well as this Lego T-Rex just because she's pretty good at Lego for an almost 6-year-old. And then I had to pop over to the warehouse just because I actually had to grab some proper birthday supplies like sellotape, wrapping paper, got her a jersey to go with the pants that I got her last week, as well as some balloons, and then over to Specsavers to finally pick up my glasses, and then over to Pack and Save to do the necessary shopping because of course the kids are going to be here next week, so I got to make sure that I've got everything to fill up their lunch boxes. So it is now home and I am late. It is now late and I am home. I've got my new glasses on. Pretty much went with the same sort of design, thick frames, going for that Stanley Tucci from Wish look. I wanted to quickly mention last night there was a gig at Sally's from 10 p.m. I did actually stay up till 10, at about 10 past 10 I looked at the time and was like, oh, the gig started, maybe I should pop around. And I walked over to the bar, I peered inside, it was busy as, people talking to each other, there were even people on the dance floor, and I was like, nope, not going in there by myself. Suddenly my balls shrunk and all my confidence left and I went back to the hotel. This has been a fun little trip, but I really miss my kids. On the whole trip home, I was just like, thinking about them, which was helpful because I remembered that I needed to get more presents for my little girl, but I just really want to see them, and I get the feeling it's going to be like this probably every weekend for a long time. So it's been quite a busy Sunday, so I'm going to spend the rest of my day with my feet up, and I will catch you on the flip side.